Good.
Yeah, so you mentioned that you had flashbacks to in your childhood that, this is, so you obviously were put in situations that made you feel angered and frustrated and all of those really big emotions. And so you've done something really clever and you learned how to channel it into whatever you were working on or whatever. And that's how it sort of served you then, which that really is beneficial if you could channel that into something creative. Like instead of channeling it into your business work or your work or whatever other work, just channel it into something creative instead, because then it's still that outlet that you're getting in a doing action, but it's healthy getting out on a piece of paper or canvas or weaving or whatever it is you want to do. I don't know if you find anything creative, but that's obviously just you, and you know this about just reframing that coping mechanism that you developed as a child into something else.
Yeah. So I'm at the stage when I say, let the frustration go. I'm like, this is not going to be my default reaction anymore. So I am done with it. I know it's been useful for so many years. And I am grateful that frustration and anger has helped me to survive.
Yeah,
really.
awesome.
I had no any other choice. And I've gotten myself from really big pickles in my life. But now when I'm at the stage when I want to be authentic, I want to be real. And part of being real now for me is that the sense that everything is okay. I don't have to use those outdated mechanisms of frustration and anger. I'm grateful I can let them go and I can make this. So it's the business, which requires a lot of growth from me, internal growth.
Yes.
And the way I want to present myself and the way I want to be in life, in my own presence, is just being like, okay, everything is fine. Everything is looked after. And I know that in my brain and a lot of my emotions, I know that. But why not just be this new default? Why do I have to go back and just make sure that, oh, maybe I need that bit of frustration. Maybe I need it. And I think the frustration has lived its life because I've been doing this training for 3 days now. And it's a lot about doing hypnosis, quick hypnosis, and about being a business person, right? And how you present yourself, how you talk about your services, how you really go out and research a real problem, find a real problem that people have, and find creative and genuine and real ways to solve the problem. And I have this potential in me. That's why I don't want to drag frustration and anger into this new stage of my life.
And that's why you were triggered.
That's why I was triggered. But even this last moment of trigger was like for me to see it's really hard for me to step here. It's really hard. So I utilized the final bits of frustration. And now I'm at the point, it's like, I'm doing it no matter what. So frustration helped me understand that I'm not going to give up because this is important. But I cannot use frustration to deal with this next stage of life. I cannot use anger, and I cannot afford myself to be overwhelmed with stress every time frustration shows up, because it's a very unhealthy mobilizing technique for me now. I just don't want it anymore. It doesn't provide the amount of energy, the quality of energy that I need for the next stage of my life. So that's why I connected with you, and you have a special way to say things and present things that are that everybody knows, that I've heard millions of times, but the way you say them, they just drop. They drop into the deeper places. And that's part of the realization that came through, that I can let it go and it's okay. and the frustration is ready to let go. It's just like, let me go.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
and I just want to mention how it presents itself. So it's in my shoulders, up in my neck, at the back of my head, and this squeezing headache and just inability to, just sit and relax just there, because every other part has been liberated. And that's the stuckness where, and every time I sit with you, it's like either my headache goes away or something just like really feels relieved in my body after this session. So that's why I keep coming.
Yay, thank you, Tanya.
To
Thank
work your
you.
magic.
And sorry, just also remember last time you said that you feel choked when recording.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Have you clicked into why that's happening?
Yes, and I actually was doing another recording. It's funny you mentioned that. And I had a like bad, absolutely bad, sorry for that, stomach reflex, like reflux. So it was, and it went in a way, I recognized it for what it was, because years back I had one of those and it was scary. But this time I recognized it went back, but it showed up right in the throat and the constriction was immense. It just like stopped everything. I had to step away from the computer and just breathe and relax and just stop doing everything. But then I push myself to go back and keep typing. But every time, almost every time, when I have to be visible, when I have to talk, this shows up. So I have to fight through that most of the days. Yes.
What would you say that's in relation to?
It's just not, for me now as I'm talking, maybe it's this, I want to speak from the space of love and relaxation and assurance, whereas I speak from the place of frustration and not being sure, which is a big clash between my beliefs and what I have experienced so far in my life in terms of spiritual evolution, emotional maturity, and all that. And then these things show up, and it's just like those bits of, I don't know, childhood adaptations, the stress, that, yeah, I think that's the fear, maybe the fear, the frustration. It's like those little things they keep fighting. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure you can do it? It's like, maybe you need some of us, to, yeah.
You always listen to your body. Your body is always showing you what's going on.
So true. Yeah.
I've realized that I've got really badly cracked heels and I never paid any attention to it. But I'm like, oh my God, I went and got a massage. And she's like, that's telling you something. And I'm like, wow, it's telling me something. And now I know what I need to heal to get rid of my cracked heels.
Yeah, it always tells you something, doesn't it?
Yeah. So did you set an intention for today?
Yes, I wanted.
Yeah.
Can I tell this here? I want everybody to know, because I'm just like, wow, that's major for me. My intention is to make this a labor of love and realness.
Yeah.
And not the labor of frustration and anger. I'm ready to let it all go. New ways of life.
Yeah. So ready to let go of oh God, I've got massive goosebumps, man. Oh,
we're gonna turn on so much energy.
wow. It's like bringing tears to my eyes. Okay. Oh, that is there's a celebration happening.
I know. I was already shown the celebration. I already went through the ceremony and the ritual and all that. And I've just I've gone through that. Now it's just like time to settle into that, embody that. That's what you do really well. It's all these big things that they can actually be embodied into our own selves. And I'm so ready for that. Let's turn on the energy.
Yay! That is like a fucking complete 180 from last week, man.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
know. I can't believe myself.
Oh, yay, 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 yay. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. So let me just anchor in, although the energies are definitely there. I was just very much shown them. I thought I would sit down for this for these now because I just feel more comfortable sitting down when I channel anyway. So I'm just going to spend a moment getting centered and grounded. Okay, so I'm opening up my channel now to receive the energies that are already there, that are wanting to come through to help Tanya to move out of the past and into love, to make her life and her soul's purpose, mission now a labor of love. I'm calling through the light codes that will assist Tanya on her journey that she's ready to receive now. Moya taria toya nanania manaia nanano nanatia tara tia patatura ia patura. Ya shia takria mayanai toria taria nia nania naia. Utukria tapatia taia takria taro turo. Ya taria to mania taria ia taria. Kia shiataria umayataria mayata. Yakataka toriata toro. Yakatariata makiyata kariata tukurpata kariata frusha kariata niata uata. Oh, yata kariata ratoria taria. Yataria, Miana Kataria, Toria, Taria, Yana, Katakrisha, Takria, Tukria, Takria, Yakiamaria, Katakria, Tush, Takria. Oh, Tukria, Taria, Miana, Taria. Yataria, Hiataka, Yakutukruya, Taria, Shatre, Takiana Manata, Yako, Toria, Takria, Yataria, Taria, Yashamana, Yataria. Motokriata kia, kioktoriata kia, mayataka to, ya, potokoriata karia shakata priata, ya, o tokria, chu, shato, ya taria. Be gone. Shakria taria, diana, taria, ushukriata, caria, tokria, taria, toa, bahia, naia, aria, toria, toia, maya, taria, taria, yashia, maia, taria. Oya naya taria ia taria oya taria ia taria. Yasha taria. Maya ia na ia toria ia na ia ma ia na ia na ia na ia na ia na ia na utoria. Ya kia manaya naya 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 naya. Oh ya taria taria iya taria iya taria ya. Oh ya kataria mayana iya shikitia iya taria miyana iya da. Oh tu kriata pataria iya taktaria taria iya shukatuprata taria iya iya iya. Maya katokoa. Ya kiamana ia oa ia. Yokotovia ia shintaria ia taria ia. Utokria ia taria ia. Ya taria ia shiak taria ia oa ia. Nakiama ia naya. Ia, shia, taria, ia, uma, ia. Utokria, ia, taria. Shukia, taria. O Maria, taria. Utokria, taria. Iak, taria, putura, ia, taria. Ya kuto kiamana taria taria. O kiama na taria. O shoku. O ayana na ya. O turia taria na. O aya taria umaya taria. Shia tu. Taria. Ya taria iya taria iya na iya. Untuk ya taria iya taria taria. Torio taria. Taria brut. Takriat krut biata kriata kri. Ya. Ya ta. Ya ta. Ha. Tu. Ya. Taria. We've done some clearing on your throat, your root, and your heart. Ya taria. Tukra taria. Ya. Ya taria. Yeah. There was a activation in your heart space. The connection to the earth that you feel so deeply, and your connection to spirit, which you are deeply connected as well. It all comes together as one in the heart space and blossoms into something truly magical and beautiful beyond your wildest dreams or imagination, or you even thought possible for yourself. Once you learn to merge the two and just live from that place of authenticity and love, listening to your heart, always listening to your heart, despite how much it might contradict with your egoic ways that you have developed to protect yourself, which are all beautiful and well and good. But it's time to let that go, and listening to your heart lets you know what is in alignment and what is not in alignment. Yakatari, atari, 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 oh, tukuru, tukuru, tukuru. Yakari, 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 yakari. Ya to, toria, taria, toria, ia, taria, oh, ya. Oh, oh, proud. Yeah, 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 yeah. There is so much love and just pure fucking expansion and joy just waiting, waiting, waiting to be brought through for you. You are the one with the keys to the door. It's just there waiting for you to unlock it. Oh. Okay, I just want you to imagine that you've got the root, a cord from your belly button going down through the earth, through all the soil, the tree roots, the rocks, the crystals, all the earth's crust direct into the center of the earth's crystalline core. And the root is anchoring in the crystalline core. And as it anchors there, it starts to draw in all of Mother Gaia's healing, beautiful, nourishing, healing energies, grounding energies. And it's sucking them right back up that cord. Coming back, direct all the way up through the earth, pulling through all of those beautiful healing energies direct into your energy field and your physical being, anchoring into your belly button and spreading all throughout your body, penetrating all of your cells, all of your organs, all of the tissues in your flesh, your muscles, all the fibers of your body, grounding you, anchoring you into the earth, and just replenishing your whole field with healing energies. There's light, there is love, there is healing, replacing all of that energy that we just let go of. Yeah, Tanya. Just also doing some work on your mind's eye, on your third eye, and your crown, just bringing it all into balance. the veil is lifting on the distortions that the ego has created. And I think that is all we are doing today. How are you feeling?
I feel I feel comfortable.
Uncomfortable?
Comfortable.
Oh, you feel comfortable?
Yeah, that's a big deal for me to
Yeah.
feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So it's like usually there's just one part of the body that's tense or another part. So my attention gets stuck there and I'm fighting to work. Yeah. So I had this vision of this frustration and the big, like how we started. And I was saying, this is frustration, the old survival, and this is the labor of love. And immediately it was like, it's all love. It's just this love is being upgraded. And there is just so much love for the way how we survive. This is the best love that the mother can give to her child. You got to survive because you live. It's just that. And there is so much beauty and intelligence in that energy that helps us survive. So, and yeah, and then when there was this, it's like it's all the same. It's not that you're leaving one and going into something else. It's just upgrading of love. And then that's why it makes sense that the grounding, and it goes right into the crystallized center, because that's where the beauty comes from. It's that spark of intelligence that ensures your life, your survival, so you can keep this, and that you can see something else. It's just the problem is that we get stuck here, and we really have a chance to see this for what it really is, for which is love, which is all here. And another major thing that happened, so we return that frustration back to its original form, which is the chrysalis, which is the crystal, and it had to go through the layers of the earth to dismantle the toxins and reintegrate back into its nature. And then the whole thing, just like the big key, it's like I had a vision, there's the big key came and unlocked my heart with a sound, and it was like it put a stamp there, brave heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
There's a lot going on while I was doing this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is amazing. I could not imagine being here 1 week ago.
No, it's been a massive transformation in 1 week. I'm amazed. Well, no, I'm not actually, but it just blows me away how all this works, because like I am just the channel. My human mind doesn't understand it. So
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just so amazing that that's all our shadows ever want, isn't it? Is to just be, I don't know, integrated and loved. And I think that's what happened then for you, as you say, and integrated back into the earth. And the fact that frustration and anger and all of those it's just an energy. It's just that we've put a bad label on it and a good label on love. But like you said, they are one and the same.
They all love, they all serve the purpose.
Yeah,
just
they all serve a massive purpose.
Yeah, it's interesting. And we all want to be in one piece, you know. There's a lot of fun to be in one piece, not to be everywhere. I think it's fun to be collected, you know, like your soul is here, your emotion is here, you know what you want, what you do, what you feel, what you say, what you think is kind of like in one piece. So
aligned, yeah. I'm just trying to remember back to it all now. I think there was definitely a lot of releasing of the throat, some foundational work, and the heart. Yeah, definitely the throat and the heart. Then and some big energies came through for integration as well. So it's like as you let go of the distortions, the light's coming in to replace it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wow, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
What can be done?
I might just stop recording now. Where is the record?